Traditionally, these two categories are seen as logically independent, meaning a just war could be fought unjustly, and an unjust war could be fought justly. The tradition has also expanded to include justice after a war ends, called jus post bellum, and even the justice of how a war is ended, or jus ex bello. Let's first look at these principles through a deontological lens. In deontology, morality is about duties, rules, and rights. Certain actions are seen as inherently right or wrong, regardless of their consequences. The focus is on the act itself, not the outcome. Several of the jus ad bellum criteria, the justice of going to war, lean heavily on deontological thinking. Just cause is the foundational, non-negotiable requirement. A war can only be just if it is fought for a reason like self-defense, the defense of others, or to right a grave injustice. Thinkers like St. Augustine saw war as a tragic necessity, permissible only to fix grave injustices and restore peace. The punishment of grievous wrongdoing is also considered a just cause. Legitimate authority. The decision to wage war must be made by a proper public authority like a sovereign state. This principle highlights the institutional and legal standing required for such a grave undertaking. Right intention. The motives for going to war must be morally pure. The goal must genuinely be to achieve the just cause, not to grab land, seek revenge, or make a profit. For example, an intention to colonize or confiscate resources would violate this principle even if a just cause was present. Deontology also provides core principles for jus in bello, or conduct within war. Discrimination, or non-combatant immunity, is perhaps the most recognized deontological rule. It demands that fighters must always distinguish between military objectives and civilians. They are only permitted to intentionally attack military targets. In this view, innocents are people who have done nothing to make themselves morally liable to be attacked. This leads to the doctrine of double effect. This doctrine addresses situations where a morally good act, like destroying a military factory, might have a foreseen but unintended bad effect, like causing civilian casualties. For this to be permissible, 4 conditions must be met. 1. The act itself must not be inherently bad. 2. The good effect is what's intended, and the bad effect is merely foreseen, not desired. 3. The good outcome cannot be achieved without the bad effect also occurring. And 4. The good effect must be proportionate to or outweigh the bad effect.